Hi guys, I will show you how to solve this equation. But before I start talking about this one, I will solve this equation because these two equations got same kind of concept, but this one is slightly easier. Okay? Because we've got the 3 as index number here, it's tricky. If it's a quadratic, you can use quadratic formula, isn't it? But this one's got 3. So how can you figure out the solution? Then if you look at these two expressions, can you see is there some sort of symmetrical rule there? This one's easy, isn't it? If you look at the coefficient and the constant, 1, 4, 4, 1. This is symmetrical. This one is 1, negative 2, negative 4, 8. It's going up. This means if you put some number which is not 1, so bigger than 1, the number is going to be bigger here. Number is going to be bigger here. And then going to be like symmetrical. Then I would see this is times 2, 4, 8 as a multiples of 2. So my first option is 2. I try to think of 2 or negative 2 to substitute instead of x. Okay? Then if you put 2, this is going to be 8. This is going to be negative 8, cancel each other. And then if I put 2 here, negative 2 times by 4 is negative 8, and then cancel each other. So this means x equal 2 as a one of the solution, isn't it? Right? Then once you figure out one solution by, hit and miss or guess and check or something like that, and then that's easy. You can divide this expression by x minus 2. Then you can find another expression here. To divide this expression by x minus 2, there are two approaches. First one is long division, and then second option is synthetic division. So first I will show you how to use the long division for this expression. We are trying to factorize this expression by x minus 2, which means we are doing this divided by this, which means this divided by this, isn't it? Right? And then basically we are doing the same as ordinary long division. If I do this x minus 2 times by x squared, that means x times x squared is x to the power of 3 minus 2 x to the power of 2, isn't it? Then you do take away here. Then 0, so I put this here, negative 4x plus 8. And then if I do times by negative 4 here, I can create the same thing here, isn't it? So negative 4x plus 8. Then this one is 0, right? Right, that means if you do this divided by this, you get this number. So, which means x minus 2 times by x squared minus 4 times by x squared minus 4. You get this expression, right? So in this case, the number here is x squared minus 4. Right. So I will show you the synthetic division as well. Synthetic division, as you put the solution in the corner here, right? And then you put the coefficient here in order of this expression, right? And then you put the line here. Basically, you do drop, shift, drop, shift, drop, shift. And then when you drop, you do take away, and not adding. This plus this is this. 1 plus nothing is 1. Drop. And then shift up. When you shift the number up here, you do this times by this. So 1 times by 2 is 2. And then you add them together. 0. And then 0 times by 2 is 0. 0. Negative 4 plus 0 is negative 4. Negative 4 times by 2 is negative 8. And then this one's 0. In this case, we ignore this part. This one is a coefficient of x squared. This one is coefficient of x. This one is a constant. So that means x squared plus 0x minus 4. So this is this part, isn't it? Right? This is a synthetic division. Then now we still can factorize here, isn't it? So I will factorize this one. X plus 2, x minus 2 equals 0. Which means x plus 2 bracket, x minus 2 to the power of 2 equals 0. So the answer is gonna be x equal negative 2 and 2. Right. So let's try to solve this equation. So let's do x to the power of 3 and 4x and then x squared plus 1. Right, and then x plus 1. Okay, x, if you times x squared on top of this one, you get the same expression here. Then you do this, take away this, 0, this, take away this, 3x squared, and then you put this one down, 4x, right? Then to get rid of this one, you times by 3x to here. X times 3x is 3x squared. 1 times 3x is plus 3x. This one cancelled. 4x take away 3x is x plus 1. Then if you do plus 1, x plus 1 plus x plus 1 plus 1, 1 times by 1, 0. So this one is x plus 1, x squared plus 3x plus 1. Right? So this part is like this. I will show you the synthetic division like this, okay? Synthetic division is you put the coefficient here like this, and then write this solution here, and then drop, shift, drop, shift, drop, shift. Okay, when you drop, you add 1 plus nothing is 1, then shift it up, and then when you shift it up, you do this times by this, which is negative 1, and then drop as 4 take over 1, 4 plus take minus 1 is 3, and then when you shift it up, 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. 4 plus negative 3 is 1, and when you shift it up, negative 1, and then cancelled. So this one is coefficient of x squared, coefficient of x, and then constant, isn't it? Okay? So you arrive at the same expression here. Okay? Then I just rewrite this one on the bottom of this expression. Right. Then if x equals -1, this equation works. And then if this expression is 0, this equation works, isn't it? Which means we need to figure out the solution of this one equals 0. Right? So x squared plus 3x plus 1 equals 0. But this one, you can't factorize. Usually we factorize this one into 2 brackets and then you can find answer. But for this one, you can't actually factorize properly. In this case, we are using quadratic formula. If the quadratic equation is like this, the solution is always minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac, like this. Okay? So if the number a is 5, you put 5 instead of a. B, if the number b is 2, you put 2 instead of b, like that. Okay? So for this one, a is 1, b is 3, c is 1, isn't it? So I put 1 instead of a, 3 instead of b, and 1 instead of c. Okay? So x equal, denominator is 2 times by a, which is 2 times by 1, so 2. Numerator as negative b, negative 3, plus minus square root, b squared, 3 times 3 is 9. Then take away 4 times 1 times 1, which is 4. So the answer is gonna be like this. So that all the solution for this equation is negative x equals -1 and 3 minus 3 plus minus square root 5 over 2. Alright, this is the answer. Done.